And then 2014, a absolutely pivotal year. He led his party to a massive historic victory, and he made that huge leap from being a state leader to the national stage. And this is when that Pradhan Sevak identity was really introduced to the entire country.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. This is the central argument you'll find in the source material, that his biggest policies aren't just political moves. They are deeply, deeply rooted in and are presented as the direct results of his own life experiences.
This slide pretty much lays out the framework that's presented in the sources. On one side, you have the personal experience of hardship, and on the other, you have a national policy designed to fix that exact problem. Let's look at a couple of really clear examples of this in action. All right, first, let's go back to that memory of his mother. Modi has talked about watching her cook on a traditional wood stove, which, by the way, is a daily reality for millions of women in rural India. And he saw the toll that inhaling all that smoke took on her health. A really personal observation that, according to this narrative, would later spark a huge national policy. And what was that policy? The Ujjwala Yojana. This was a massive government program designed to give clean cooking fuel, we're talking LPG gas cylinders, to women in poor households, directly tackling that health hazard he says he saw as a kid. And the scale of this thing is just mind-boggling. According to the source, over 10 crore, that's 100 million women and their families have benefited from this scheme. That's 100 million families trading in smoky kitchens for cleaner, safer fuel. Okay. Another key example that's often pointed to goes back to his time as a Swayamsevak. The RSS really emphasizes discipline and doing things for yourself, and that included simple stuff like cleaning your own room. It was a foundational habit of personal cleanliness and responsibility. So how do you take that personal habit and turn it into a national policy? Well, you get the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, or the Clean India Mission. It was one of his first big campaigns, and it was all about turning that personal principle of cleanliness into a massive, nationwide public movement. A huge goal of the mission was to tackle open defecation, which is a major public health issue. The government reports that over 12 crore, that's 120 million toilets were built, with a special focus on providing safety and dignity for women in rural areas.